Here we are today with Vern. He's here in Buena Park, and he's had kind of some struggles getting help with CityNet. Now, can you explain a little bit about what's been going on there? You're trying to get help, shelter, and what happened when you call CityNet?
Basically, just get answering service. There's never a time or a date of when the callback will be happening, and I don't have a phone most of the time, so it's kind of hard to communicate with them.
Yeah.
We get messed with by the police departments all the time, and hounding us about going to a shelter of some sort, and CityNet's not making it any easier by only providing us a message service.
Yes.
And most of us out here don't have phones or regular service. If we do have a phone, we just have Wi-Fi, and that's here and there.
Yeah.
So I don't know what we're supposed to do. We keep getting tickets and hounded and arrested for trespassing, but where are we supposed to go?
Yeah.
They're setting up all these programs, but it's not hard to get an operator somewhere to pick a phone up, at least to make to return messages and give them some kind of a date and time to go ahead and start setting up for the shelter.
Yeah.
I'm at a loss. I don't know what else to do. It's just frustrating.
Yeah.
Some of us do want to get off the streets and don't want to just sit here and soak on it, and but we just need help. But obviously need more help.
Yeah. That's something I've been saying at city council meetings too. They need to have an operator there that answers the phone, not just a voicemail.
Yeah, definitely.
I know they're getting thousands and thousands of dollars, so.
Yeah, they keep stuffing the CityNet down my throat, but we're just having a hard time with the communication part.
Yeah.
Not on their end. So a lot of us are trying to do our part.
Yeah.
But in the midst of that, we're also getting stuff on our record now too.
Yeah.
Tickets, jail time, and everything else. So we're kind of getting tired of that part also.
Of course.
We're trying to work with them, but just want a little bit of work back, I guess. More so than we're getting.
That's right. Exactly. Now, can you explain a little bit about what happened with your bicycle situation you shared earlier?
Oh yes. About a year ago, I was over by Brookers and Crescent area, and I just thought it would be okay to leave my bike alone where I was staying at the time, to go get a soda real fast from the store. On the trip back, I noticed a county vehicle, one of the cleanup trucks, pulling out of the area I was staying at. But the only thing he had in the back of his truck was my brand new bike. Nothing else. None of my other stuff was there. I knocked on the door of the vehicle, and he just turned around and looked at me, and I approached him with it and let him know a friend of mine was videotaping what he was doing, and got the truck number and everything else, and was going to go approach the newspaper with it, because if I do something, it's not going to get anywhere. So we're going to take another route. And the next morning, basically, after I told him that it was being videotaped and the newspaper might get an anonymous video in the mail, the next morning I was arrested by 6 Orange County sheriffs and taken straight to jail under false allegations and charges of manufacturing batons and everything. And all they had was a little baby baseball bat, and that was like 20 feet away from me, and I was in a dead sleep when they got there. And he took pictures of it on the hood of his car, and I told him, that's the evidence you have. The judge is going to throw that out, or are you just here to help your city worker guy, which was also present that next morning when I had talked to about stealing my bike. I was just part of his game. I'm not sugarcoating nothing. I'm just going to be upfront and honest. Like, why am I going to jail for some bogus charges? Because, in fact, I caught a city worker stealing my bicycle.
Yeah.
But my word doesn't mean nothing, and it's hard to deal with because I'm always going to lose. You know, not all of us out here are bad people. Not all of us out here are doing the bad things out here, you know, to come up and support some kind of a habit or whatnot. Some of us are actually out here because we're forced out here, and it's a whole nother story trying to get back on your feet once you are out here. So with that, I mean, I'm at a loss. In all kinds of different areas. Being out here. Just makes the struggle even 10 times harder than it already is to get back on your feet. You know?
Okay. Have you tried to get any work around here or anything? Probably hard when you're homeless to get a job anyway, I'm sure.
Yeah, because every time I turn around, I'm getting an ID voucher, and for some reason or another, my backpack will get stolen, or I'll get some water damage, or it'll get torn because I can't make it down there yet. And they want that paper picture perfect, or they won't take the voucher. So that seems to be my dilemma, and not all of it is that's fault. Some of it's mine being forgetful, but a lot of times the struggle is just a matter of keeping our possessions. And things like that come in handy, but I can't use the voucher if somebody's through my backpack. So I mean, work. I'm trying to get work. Anything will do. Also, I'm not picking what to do. But I'm just on that stepping stone now, to stage 1, basically. Getting ID and social security card.
Without a place to shower and sleep, it's rough.
Steady, and without a steady place to rest your head.
Yeah.
Because you have people in and out all over the place, running around and being loud. And it's hard to get a consistent sleep or a good night's sleep on that.
That's right.
Just try and wake up to get to work and have a decent day, you know. So
that's right.
Consistency, you know, on a place to lay your head is very important.
Yeah. And the rent's so expensive out here. Even if you get a job, how are you going to pay the rent a lot of times?
Statistics showed on the news a couple months back that I believe it was you'd have to make at least $35 an hour to make it as a single person in Southern California, to make it through, just as a bare minimum apartment, bare minimum car payment, and everything else. $35 an hour, and I guarantee that 50% of people don't make that. So it's how are you supposed to catch up to that? You know.
Exactly.
The minimum wages and going up fast is cost of living.
That's right.
They should be more working with each other than apart. You know that all it does is cause more chaos. So
that's right.
Struggle's real.
That's right. Thank you so much for sharing.
You're very welcome.
Appreciate it. So there you have it, folks. Please pray for him and others out here on the streets. And just so you know, like the last 3 nights I've been camping out with the homeless by choice. I still have a place, thankfully, but I'm just feeling that's what God's telling me to do. And I remember the first night, I woke up, you know, the next day, and you definitely feel sometimes a little bit weaker, a little bit groggier, because you don't get as good a sleep sometimes. You're sleeping on concrete. It's tough, you know, and then to expect someone to get up and just go to work after something like that, especially if you don't have enough blankets or whatever, it's a challenge, you know. So anyways, thanks for your prayers and support. Do join Homeless Advocates for Christ on Facebook, and share the video, like, subscribe. Also, thankfully Don, sounds like he's going to be getting into one of the shelters, Bridges. Some of you might have seen him on an earlier interview I did with him, so that's good news. Finally he's gotten into shelter, looks like, so being there tonight, but keep him in prayer too. And here's an interview with Don, real quick, just to give you a little update. So here you are with Don in Buena Park. He's going to explain a little about what happened. Recently the police, sounds like they forced a search on you.
Yeah, they, waiting for it to open, and I fell asleep. I dozed off, and they called the police on me, and they woke me up, and they asked me if they could search me. I refused because I'm on probation parole, and she called in another officer, and then he came, and they told me that I had to do it. I still I refused to do it, but they forced me to search me. And
Okay. All right. Thanks, Don. Thanks for sharing. He had a backpack on his back, just got up on the railroad track. It's been a hard life on the road, just laid off, nowhere to go, he said. I don't have the American dream, no fancy cars, but Jesus holds me in. I know what lies ahead of me, 'cause heaven knows I love the Lord. The police were looking down at the poor woman sleeping on the ground. They said, "You can't be sleeping here, no trespassing," she said with a tear. I don't have the American dream, no fancy cars, but Jesus holds me in. I know what lies ahead of me, 'cause heaven knows I love the Lord. Finally died, both kind to Abraham's side. So glad to be free from the greed of earth, who love their money, and they said, I don't have